Alright y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeremy Paul Bentulin, and on today's video we are upgrading our camping storage. Alright y'all, so the upgrade in question is this case right here. This is a 141 quart Overland Cargo Case by a company called Trumgeta. Full disclosure, they did send this unit for me to test out and review, but they're not paying me for my thoughts. We're going to be discussing the features, testing its capabilities, and go over pros and cons about this case for, an enthusiast that likes to camp, overland, whatever the case may be. We'll give you guys the rundown, so let's get started. Okay, let's talk price and get that out of the way. The base cost for the cargo case alone is $299 US. Yes, it may seem a bit steep, and I'll give you my honest thoughts on whether or not that is worth the price tag. Go look up some of the big brand name cases. You might get hit with a little bit of sticker shock. This is a fairly decently priced cargo case if you're ready to jump in or even upgrade. It's made out of pretty solid material. You can definitely feel the build quality. They definitely didn't skimp on making a durable case. As you can see here, you've got two front latches that are lockable. You can add some locks here. Throughout the case, as you can see, you've got 4 on this side, 4 on the other side, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 mounting points. What I really do appreciate is modularity. You can do a lot actually with this case, and it is pretty impressive. If I stand behind it, the wingspan needed to actually grab the case. This is empty, mind you, and you need a pretty big wingspan and some decent strength to lift this when it's empty. So if you load it up, just be prepared to either have a second person helping by grabbing the included handles, or there's even handles that you can grab from the middle. Either way, it is definitely a rugged case made out of durable material, but that is going to come with the downside of being really heavy. You can attach a full-size MOLLE panel for additional organization of any, heavy-duty tools like a shovel or a hatchet, those kind of things that you'd want potentially on the outside of a storage case. So you can really maximize the storage in your vehicle. If you didn't bring chairs for some reason, or you just wanted another place to sit, you have a few other people, you can raise them and you can use it as a backing to a seat. If you didn't want the MOLLE panel, but you wanted to, add some extra accessories, that one was a pretty neat one. So those are the 2 accessories that you can mount on the top as of today. Additionally, on the other side, if depending on where you want to mount this, for those that have bed racks or roof racks, they offer quick release clamps so that you can actually mount this thing on top of either the roof or the bed rack. Depending on what you load, recovery gear, camping essentials, whatever you want to use this case for, it definitely has the modularity and capability to mount to that system. If you didn't want to put it on a rack, or if you don't have a rack, but you did want a more permanent location for this, they offer an extension that actually, it's a bucket mount. It attaches to the tailgate. So right as you drop the tailgate down, it'll be mounted securely there. So those are just a few of the accessories that they offer on the exterior of the case. Now we're going to discuss probably my favorite feature currently. I'm not sure why not every single company offers this as a standard feature, but it definitely is a nice to have. As you can see, with the lift of a finger, it includes gas struts, which makes the case super easy to open.
Yeah, I've got a couple of gas struts on my truck in a few locations, and let me tell you, it makes things way smoother.
Very nice touch that I appreciate in their manufacturing. Not sure if every single unit comes with this. When I opened the case, it did come with like a water bottle with a clip on, a front patch maybe for like a radio, and another case here. It's got this material like a lunchbox to keep maybe like food cold. It's an additional piece of storage that could, potentially live in the case itself. I mentioned durability and ruggedness, and it does boast a waterproof seal. As you can see here, we've got a nice thick gasket, so that should help keep the water completely out of the case. There is a drain plug just in case. An accessory that they actually sent over for the interior, we have an interior organizational bag, and it's gonna mount right there. If you're just starting out in camping and you don't want to drop $300+ on a storage bin, definitely do it when the time is right for you financially. Jessica and I started off with 7-gallon plastic totes just to get out and get ready to go. But as you go through the years, if you continue to enjoy the hobby, you're going to eventually want to kind of reorganize, and that's what we wanted to do. All right, as I mentioned before, let's start off with what we started off with. A simple 7-gallon plastic tote, $7. It was on sale. These are perfectly fine for if you're just getting started. They're decently deep, put all of our cooking stuff in one bin. We definitely wanted to get something a little bit more heavy duty because as you can see, these things are not very durable. This might happen to you. Again, you get what you pay for. If you're definitely starting out, this is totally cool. We ran through so many of these cases, and what we would do is just duct tape. That is just something you need to consider when you're purchasing one of these bins for convenience and budget, right? The next case, I bought this with my own money at an auction. It's made out of the same, I'd say, durable material as this case. Two, nice big latches, and I'm sure it is definitely waterproof and dustproof. With it being this small, you can't put that much gear into it. I mean, I've got random stuff. This is where we keep our camping essentials. No wheels, unfortunately, but it's small enough to where it's not super, super, super heavy. And our last case, probably our most expensive case, is our case from Pelican. This was originally used for my camera gear. It had foam inserts and everything. 2 handles on the side, and then 1 large handle on the top. Pre-built with 2 rolling wheels, like a suitcase style. So you just press the little latch, and then that comes out, and you're able to roll wherever you're going. Cooking supplies, right? So all of our cooking gear, those are the 3 types of cases that we are currently using for camping. We are going to go ahead and start installing the interior attachment. So here we go. Mount our storage organizer. It's already equipped with some 3M heavy duty double-sided Velcro. They do come with the mounting points. All right, so we have the MOLLE bag installed. This is a message for the R&D team for Trumgeta, and one thing that I don't really like, or they could make improvements on, the double-sided Velcro. It's 3M, it's very heavy duty, but because of the material, this is rotomolded polyethylene, and so the surface is very smooth, so it's hard for the double-sided Velcro to make contact and stick. When you position the bag into the case, the positioning of the Velcro actually fits not on the full flat surface. It kind of hangs, so there's half of it is on the flat surface to stick on, to adhere to, and the other half is hanging on to a lower edge. So you kind of have to move it up and onto the flat surface to position it, but then when you actually push it down, only half of it is going to be securing. What we did was we wiped down the entire case with alcohol and let it dry so that the surface was clean, and you just have to make sure you get it right, you align it right, and then you adhere the 3M sticky, and then let it cure. Make sure it's stuck on there with no weight on it. And again, we flip this case upside down so that this is the top of the case, obviously. And so if you flip it upside down, you have a really nice flat surface to really press down on, right? Another positive about these gas struts is that it keeps the lid from not, closing on you, and it really gives you an easy to work with surface. Once you lose the stickiness of the 3M, you're gonna have to probably glue it or something. Right, here we go. Let's test it with the gas struts. Look at that. Boom, looks good. Clear pockets for ease of identification. Quick grab. Got some mesh. Some deeper pockets here. Looks like we've got some Velcro. It's also got loops so you can, attach things that have clips.
Okay, a quick tour on what we can store in this case. We've got our 2 Nemo sleeping pads, our Wise Owl hammock and bug net, our dog leash that connects to 2 trees, a couple of fire starters, duct tape, all of our LEDs from Harbor Freight, our heavy-duty camping stakes, as well as the originals. Some tools here. We got a cutter, multi-tool, a couple mallets, some rope, and our tent, plus all of our headlamps and everything. So
we're gonna do the durability test. First is gonna be Buddy. Okay, go. Up, up. 2, 3. Okay. Sit. Good boy. Down. 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 Good boys. Okay. Stay. All right. Durability test number 1. Buddy is about 160. Wait, not 160 pounds. This guy's 160 pounds. So, as you can see here, we're doing a very scientific durability test. Buddy is about 60 pounds, and this is going to be test number 1 on how much weight this case can handle. Don't fall off, buddy. Don't fall off. Okay, you can get down. Test number 1, done. All right, Cowboy, your turn. Okay, right here. Ready? Go, go, go. 170 pounds of pure doofus. Ain't that right? This is proving to be difficult. He doesn't want to get up there, so I'm not going to make him. I weigh more than him, so I'm 185 pounds. No problem whatsoever. Use this as a bed. Use this as a workout place. Oh, oh. Okay. Bench. You do benches. Hey. Okay, go boy. Ah. Durability test. As you guys can see, you squat. Squats. Durable. Durable. Still functions. Durable. Alright guys, hey, thank y'all so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Really appreciate y'all checking this out. Let's just go over quickly, do I recommend this case? I've used it for about a week now, and yes, I do appreciate how rugged the case is, the amount of accessories and opportunities to turn this into not only a storage bin. You can rack this onto your roof rack, bed rack. It's a low profile, so it doesn't impede with your tonneau covers. Definitely not even that heavy. You may need 2 people just depending on your physical fitness level, but I've got this thing loaded up and I brought it from the truck all the way to this location. I'm able to really utilize the straps or even throw it onto my shoulder. It's really not that heavy, but it is a great case for the money, guys. I definitely recommend y'all checking them out. If you're looking to upgrade your cargo storage, check out the Trumgeta 141 quart Overland Case. They have been so gracious to even offer a 15% discount coupon code that I'm going to link in the description below, as well as put it somewhere in the video. The modularity of this case, the ruggedness, the ability to be able to lock your case for safety when you're out and about, this case does it all. And again, the gas struts that are included on there just makes a world of difference when you are loading stuff up. You don't have to hold the case up. It's going to easily lift up for you and stay up there. So, and the accessories, like I said, guys, it makes it more than just a storage case. Check out the entire list of accessories on their website. If y'all have any questions, feel free to let me know. But this is gonna wrap it up for this review video of the Trumgeta 141 quart Overland Case. So, thanks for checking out the video, guys, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.